Hello, my YouTube friend. I have a giant haul set up ready to film, but before I film this, I'm going to film this and I'm going to show you this video later today. But for now, I want to do an update video, a shout out video, and just chat with you guys a little bit. This video is for you, my regular subscribers, and people that regularly watch my videos. I know not a lot of people are going to watch this video, so I know the people that do watch this video are the people that enjoy my channel the most. So thank you. I really appreciate it. So the last 2 weeks has been so crazy. After I bought that big mega haul, mega collection, whew, I'm exhausted. I spent many days sorting. I've been meeting so many people coming in to buy pops, people trading, people selling. Update on the collection, I've sold probably about $1,500 worth. So after like a week and a half, I got 20% of my money back. So that's actually really good. I ended up trading at least $1,000 to $1,500 worth of pops to other people. So a lot of the trading, and I usually traded about 2/3 of the value. So I ended up getting, extra $500 worth of value. But the real value of the trading is all the pops I traded for are going to mean a whole bunch more hauls. So lots of videos this week. This is exciting because I was worried that it's going to be a while before I could do videos again, just because I spent so much money on that collection. But the videos are doing really well. It's really making my channel grow a ton. And with the trading, I got a bunch of hauls to show you guys. So this is going to be a really fun couple weeks. Now, I also, coming up on Friday, I have the TTPM event, which is a press event for the toy industry. My son, the cool kid, absolutely loves going to the press event because it's an event where there's a whole bunch of booths set up by different publicists that show different toys and new things that are coming out for the fall. And you get to play with them. So what 6-year-old wouldn't love that? So he gets to go from booth to booth to booth to play with the Legos and the action figures and the play sets and the cars and the make-believe stuff and all the different things he gets to play with. So he's looking forward to that. We're going to have a couple of videos from that event. And then next week we have the New York Comic Con. Whoa, I love New York Comic Con. It's one of my, it's the Super Bowl. No, it's not really the Super Bowl. It's more like the World Series. I would say Toy Fair for me is the Super Bowl of the year, and New York Comic Con is like the World Series. So it's not as, the videos aren't as popular or people aren't as excited to watch them, but I personally enjoy it. I love it. So I'm going all 4 days in New York Comic Con. If you see me walking around the con, I'm going to be filming booths and shopping and doing all kinds of stuff. Say hello. I'm really happy to meet you, and I love meeting people and talking about pops and different collectibles and comic books and all that kind of stuff. So you can be shy. I mean, I'm super shy, so if you're too shy to say hello, that's okay. If you want to say hello, that's super awesome. And I have 4-day industry passes, and because I have industry passes, I cannot sign up for the New York Comic Con lottery. So if you guys win and you want to pick me up some of the rarer pops, just let me know, because I really want them. I basically want all the non-shared exclusives, because the shared exclusives I can get later or I can get out of the con, but the stuff only at the con is the stuff I really want to pick up while I'm at the con. Hopefully I can pick them up, but if not, maybe one of you guys can help me. So this past week, it's been so hard filming and doing videos because I'm meeting so many people in the store, which is wonderful. I love meeting you. And I just wanted to do a whole bunch of shout outs today. I've even created a shout out book so I can keep track of everyone. So I want to shout out to Guy from Israel. He came into the shop. He was actually in the neighborhood going to one of the food festivals we have every week. It's called Smorgasbord, where it's like a whole flea market kind of setup of different foods. So he looked to find my shop and he realized it was like just a couple blocks away. So he came over and he said hello. So hi, Guy. I want to shout out to Rohan, Giacomo, and Dominic. They came into the shop to buy the grails. They wanted the big expensive pops. So they bought a handful of the really expensive pops from the collection I was selling. They kind of wanted me to sell more, and I think they would have bought like half the ones if I was selling them. But, that's stuff I wanted to keep. But thank you guys. I really appreciate visiting my shop, and I really appreciate, they actually visited twice just to see why I put out the second week. But I think by the time they got to the shop the second time, a lot of people had already bought out the $50, the $100 pops. But I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming in the shop. When people come into my shop to buy pops, it really helps the channel out because it means I have more money to buy the next collection. So thank you. All right, I want to shout out to Justin. He brought in a handful of stuff to trade to the store. So I really appreciate the trade. That'll be in a future video in the next couple of days. I want to shout out to Jeffrey and his kids. He actually lives just a couple of neighborhoods over. And he realized the shop was pretty close, so he can hop on the L train, just come visit the shop. So I really appreciate the visit to the shop and that you picked up some pops. And they've been to the shop a couple times now, so I'm sure I'm going to start seeing them pretty regularly. And I think we have a trade plan pretty soon. So I'm really excited for that. I had Nikki and Tommy come and sell their collection. That's what's ready to hear. I set up. This is going to be the video later today. Nikki, she had traded in earlier, so I think there's some stuff from about a month ago, and then they sold me some stuff last weekend. It was not too expensive. I think I ended up paying like $200 to $300, right in about the amount I was willing to pay, just because I'm kind of broke still because of the big collection. So I have to kind of concentrate on paying that off, and then I can start thinking about the next mega collection, which I hope is sooner than later, because I really enjoy doing those videos. I had True and his dad James from Missouri come visit the shop. It was really cool. I love it when people out of town come and visit the shop. They say hello, buy a couple pops. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Anthony, he's been coming in pretty often for the last few months. He came in twice and bought a bunch of the new pops, so thank you, Anthony. I really appreciate it. I had Will and Becca come in the shop. Will's been in the shop now a few times, and he was trading and buying some of the new pops. He really wanted the Sharknado, so I'm happy I was able to give that to you. So thank you for the conversation. We end up talking for like an hour and a half, I think. So thanks for visiting the shop and doing a little bit of trading and a little bit buying. I want to thank Eric and his son Jacob from Virginia. They came in the shop with Jacob's mom, and they were on vacation, I think, and it was the end of their vacation. They realized that they're close enough that they could stop by the shop. So they're fans of my videos, and they want to visit the shop. So thank you for visiting the shop and buying some Funko Pops. Again, I really appreciate it. Every time someone comes into my shop and buys some Funko Pops, it helps the channel tremendously, because then I can put that money back into buying the next mega haul. So thank you. I really appreciate it. I want to say hello to Kelly from Pennsylvania. He's a mailman. He called up the store phone and he talked to my wife a little bit, and he wanted to tell me about some cool collectible shows in Pennsylvania I should check out. So thank you for giving me the information. I appreciate that. I want to shout out to Matthew. He was actually on the subway coming to my shop. I think he had been to my shop before, but he didn't know about my channel. So on the way to my shop again, he actually was watching one of my videos. And while watching my videos, he saw me say something about having a shop in Brooklyn. And he was like, I wonder where that shop was. Then he got to my shop and he realized he was watching one of my videos. So that was really cool. Thank you for visiting the shop and buying a few pops, Matthew. I really appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to Christian and Alex, two of the young fellas that come into my shop pretty often. I really appreciate every time you visit, and I really appreciate that you buy a couple things here and there. Thank you so much. I want to shout out to Liam from Australia. He wrote me a big long email and we wrote back and forth. So he really appreciates my channel, and I really appreciate the effort he put in to contact me and just writing a nice letter. So thank you, Liam. It was nice to write back and forth with you for a bit. I want to shout out to John, Jerry, and Jared. They came into my shop to trade a whole bunch of pops. Again, they saw the big mega haul. They had a bunch of pops. I saw what they had, and I said, you know what, I do want to trade. So they brought them in. It was, I think between the three of them, I gave them $600 or $700 of store credit, and they gave me like $1,000 to $1,100 worth of pops. Very cool. That's going to be a couple haul videos right there alone. So thank you guys for trading. It was very nice to meet you. So John, Jerry, and Jared, and Rohan, Giacomo, and Dominique actually mentioned me to another guy that works at a, like, online toy store in the Bronx. So that guy he came in and traded a bunch of pops too. He wanted, actually, I had the glow-in-the-dark Deadpool. So he decided he wanted it, so he brought in a whole bunch of pops to trade. He brought in some stuff I'm really excited. So more for me, not like super expensive pops, but sort of grails, like $50 to $100 pops. I gave him like 2/3 of the value in trade, and I think there's a couple pops I gave him full value. Usually when I trade in the store, if people bring stuff in, I usually, if it's something I really, really want, I'll give them a full store credit value. So if Pop Price Guy says it's $50, I'll let you take $50 worth of stuff, just because it's something I personally really, really want. So I'm happy to do equal trade. And then for everything else, I usually do about 2/3 in trade. So if it's, you know, $100 worth of pops, I'll give you $67 worth of credit that you can take whatever you want. So in everyone's case that's traded with me, I think a lot of times they would take the cheaper stuff and kind of, they trade more value, but cheaper pops. So they would trade quantity of higher value, but then get one cheaper pop. And I see that happening a lot lately because people are trying to make more room in their houses. So they've actually been trying to shrink their collections and have more key pieces. And I think that's going to happen a lot more with Funko Pops, just because there's just too much coming out and people just do not have walls anymore to display stuff, or they have a wall and it's already covered. So I think a lot more people are going to, you know, collect, then pare down, then collect some more and pare down, and kind of whittle it down to just that stuff that's worth the most or that they enjoy the most. So I think that's what's going to happen moving forward with Funko Pops, because I do see it's getting a little bit oversaturated. Now, obviously, with my channel growing, I've been dealing with a lot more hate messages, and it's a little bit frustrating. I have to delete every day at least 5 to 10 people, just people that don't watch my channel, and they might see a headline, you know, I spent $14,000, so they'll be like, you're an idiot, these are beanie babies, you know, that kind of stuff. Which is fine. I actually come to terms with it now, that in the past, I would respond to everyone, and I realized I was wasting so much time trying to defend collecting pops to everyone, or writing an intelligent answer, trying to answer these people, that I was taken away from you. And so for now, if someone leaves me a nasty comment, I'm probably just going to ban them from posting on the channel because I just don't want to deal with it. I'd rather give you more time. I want to do more videos, have more fun with you. And I really appreciate it because all the positive comments I get, it far outweighs the bad ones. And honestly, it's people like you that leave these nice comments. They make me feel really happy and they really inspire me. I want to thank a few people that leave comments. Now, I know I'm going to miss some people. So if I miss shouting out your name, I still appreciate that you take the time to post a comment. I just tried to pick out a few of the people that comment the most. So I'm going to shout out. All right, I'm going to shout out to Ed D. I actually think he might be one of my patrons, but he posts on almost every video. He writes a nice comment. So thank you. I really appreciate that. We got Gary GW Walters. He posts on every single video. He leaves me a nice positive comment. I really appreciate it, Gary. Thank you. We have RK Ronan. He doesn't post on every video, but always posts a positive comment, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. We have Gary Fenlon. He doesn't post on every video, but when he does post, it's positive. So thank you. I really appreciate that. I want to shout out Amber the Collector. She always posts really nice comments. She even said that she was missing a few weeks of videos. I think she was busy with school, but then she left a bunch of comments on all the videos. Amber, thank you. I really appreciate it. I want to thank I Never Had Mercy for posting positive comments. He's always leaving me positive comments. I really appreciate it. Whenever I'm dealing with bad comments, when I start seeing all you guys post the really nice comments, it fills me full of energy and makes me want to do more videos. And what usually happens is when I post a video, all you guys start posting your nice comments and that. And then once it gets into the algorithm, then the algorithm starts promoting it. That's when you kind of find the scum of the YouTube that want to come in and write nasty stuff. So for now on, I'm just going to try to focus that first couple hours and respond to you guys. And then when I get to the nasty area, I'm not going to waste my time on it anymore because I want to make more content for you. I want to thank KBDM for posting nice comments on my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm probably going to butcher this name, but I want to give a shout out to a young woman from Russia. Her name is Maria Voivodina. She posts on almost all my videos. Now, it's been a little bit while since she posted. I think she's just been really busy with things. But for years, she's posted on like every video. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And she doesn't even speak English. She usually sometimes translates in English, sometimes writes Russian, but she writes every video. And I appreciate that. That's awesome. And I also want to shout out to Brody Allen Vlogs. He wrote a really nice message on my channel, and I really appreciate that. Also want to shout out to Kandira30. You know why I'm shouting you out. Honestly, all you guys that write really nice messages on my channel, or you ask me questions, or you have a dialogue, or even if you don't like something I say or something I do, but you write it in a way that's a discussion, I really appreciate that. I like a discussion. I like the discussion. I like the support. I really appreciate it. And just, if you just want to be nasty, there's no room for that in my life anymore. So thank you everyone for posting. Now, I'm also going to do a quick shout out of people that have asked for shout outs. I don't want to just post shout outs to people that say, shout me out, because that's get crazy. I mean, before you know, I'm making 20 minutes. This is going to be a 20-minute video of me shouting people out. But if you leave a lot of nice comments, I think I'm going to do a regular update video every few weeks where I give you the news of what I'm up to and some shout outs and all that fun stuff. So here's rapid fire shout outs to everyone who wanted a shout out. HF Bro 55, Philly Funko, Mikey Pop, the real Malachite Fortnite from Sweden. To top off my list, the shout outs and people I really want to thank. I want to thank all my patrons because with their monthly support, it helps me. It's not a ton of money yet, but it's just that little bit of support that I get the first of the month that just lets me know, hey, these guys really love your channel and want to see you grow. So I really appreciate that. I want to thank Jacqueline. She always leaves nice comments. I really appreciate your support. Colossal Collectibles, they're working on starting their own like custom collectible company, so I really appreciate their support. Totally gonna butcher this one, but Holgeir from Norway, I really appreciate your support. Michael, I really appreciate your support. Shayla, I really appreciate your support. Kenneth, I really appreciate your support. Carl and Sarah, I really appreciate your support. Ebony, Javier, Sam, and Daisy, they came into my shop and they've brought such a bright light to my life. So I really appreciate your guys' support. All four, this whole family of wonderful people have come into my shop a bunch of times, buy a bunch of things, and became my patrons. I really appreciate your guys' support. Lance, I really appreciate your support. Alan, I really appreciate your support. Sebastian, I really appreciate your support. I want to thank Edward for being my first patron and the first person that says, hey, I'm willing to give you a couple bucks a month to support your channel. Really appreciate that. Kate from Canada, she's a wonderful artist. I really appreciate her support. She's always leaving me nice messages on Patreon, so really appreciate that. BQOPD, I think it's a guy who's trying to start out doing some fanzines and stuff. Really appreciate your support. Ronnie, I really appreciate your support. And Joseph, now Joseph stopped being my patron because he lost his job, but he was supporting me at $10 level. So I think overall he's giving me the most money on Patreon. So I really appreciate your support. So everyone who is my patron, thank you so much. With your help, I know this channel is growing bigger. So thank you. Okay, so that's all my shout outs and thank you for today. If I missed your name, I really appreciate watching my videos, leaving comments, giving a like button, and all the wonderful things that help motivate me to do more videos. Because without your help and all the wonderful support, I don't think I would have been able to build my channel as big as it is right now. So I know moving forward in the future with your help, we're going to have so much fun. We're going to do so many more hauls. I'm going to eventually get a big enough space that I can do more content more often. And I know for you comic book fans, the comic people, they are my most diehard fans, and I don't do enough videos for you guys. So I need to find a way to do more comic videos. So I just want to go through a few of the questions that people ask me pretty often. A lot of people want to buy from me online, and the biggest problem I have right now is I pretty much wake up, I do videos, and I work at my store all day long, and before you know it, I've spent maybe 10 hours working with another 2 or 3 hours in between jobs where I might relax and play some StarCraft or Magic the Gathering, or just something to break up the day a little bit. And then on top of that, my family stuff with my son, stuff with my wife. She works full time in the store as well. So between all of us, we work so much. We just don't have time to sit there fulfilling orders and packaging stuff. I wish I did, but I just don't right now. But I think in the winter time, if it slows down, I might try to find a way to do more of that. Because I know a lot of you guys want to get some cool stuff. Either it's from me or a special deal. Now, the one thing I will sell online if you want to buy is my Pop Fuzz the Robot, the toy that I designed. That one I'm always willing to make some time to ship out there just because I have a ton of them and it's my baby. I want my baby out there. I want you guys to own it. So if you want a Pop Fuzz, just let me know in the comments below and we'll figure it out. Another comment I get from a lot of people is, this guy's rich. How does he afford all this? Did he win the lottery? This guy must make a ton of money. Honestly, my family doesn't make a ton of money. Once we work in all our expenses, YouTube is a ton of work, and I spend a lot of money on Pops probably just for YouTube. So by the end of the day, I don't make a whole ton of money. I just put it back into the collection so I can make more content for you guys. So you say, okay, but then how are you buying the Pops? The Pops kind of pay for themselves. I buy the collections. I'll spend, like this big collection video I did last week, I spent $7,000. I got a 6-month loan. So I have 6 months to pay that off. Each loan payment's $1,000. Now I've already sold $1,500 worth in the first week. So I'm already ready, and the first payment isn't due for another month. So when the first payment comes in, I'll have the money from stuff sold to pay for that. And then by the second payment that comes in, I'll have sold more of the collection, third payment, etc. Plus YouTube money will help pay for it. I actually have it so that the loan is due right after I get my YouTube payment. So hopefully with the videos, if they keep climbing, they'll pay for the collection. And that's how I'll continue to make content for you guys. I'll buy collections, hopefully. You know, I might have to borrow money again to buy the next big collection, but then hopefully the YouTube videos and selling the stuff pays it off. And at the end of the day, if I make a little bit of profit, I'm really happy. And if I add a ton more to my collection while making a little bit of profit, I'm super happy. Because you know why? I enjoy collecting pop culture. I love it. I know a lot of people think Funko Pops are Beanie Babies, but to me, they're not Beanie Babies. They're Sheldon Cooper. I love that character. They're Beavis and Butthead. This is a couple years of my life where I'd watch it with my best friend in high school. You know, we have Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was a martial arts guy that I absolutely loved when I was a kid, because on Channel 11 on Saturday afternoons after I watched my cartoons, they would have like Kung Fu marathons and they would have a bunch of Bruce Lee movies. So when I see a Bruce Lee Funko Pop, it's my happy memories. I'm going back in time. We have, you know, Spider-Man. I absolutely loved Spider-Man growing up, and my son absolutely loves Spider-Man now. So when I see Spider-Man, I connect with those happy memories. We have, you know, the diva from Fifth Element. I love that movie. I saw it 3 times in the movie theater. So when I see that pop, I think of the movie. We have Broby. I mean, my son, when he was a little baby, he loved Yo Gabba Gabba. So when I see this Broby figure, I don't think piece of junk that's a Beanie Baby. You know what I think is my little son loving Yo Gabba Gabba and absolutely loving that. We have Indiana Jones. I've loved that movie for 30 years. This movie's awesome. When I see that pop, I think Indiana Jones, amazing. I don't think junk, a hunk of junk. We have The Rocketeer. I saw that in the movie theater. Ghostbusters. I saw that in the movie theater. One of my all-time favorite movies. We got Black Panther. I love Black Panther. We got A Christmas Story. My mom loves The Christmas Story. There's been multiple times in my life where she wanted me to buy her the VHS or the DVD or something related to The Christmas Story. So when I see Bunny Suit Ralphie, I think of that movie, and everyone who doesn't love A Christmas Story. That's Christmas time. That's happiness. That's why I collect it. We have Gonzo. Growing up, I loved the Muppets. We have Halo. I played Halo for like a year straight when that first came out. We have Hordak. I loved Master of the Universe when I was like a 6-year-old kid. We have The Thing. This was my favorite comic book as a kid. We have Buffy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. When this was on television, this was my favorite television show. All this stuff represents to me things I really loved in my life, and I really love collecting them because I love pop culture. And so I don't see these as Beanie Babies. I'm sorry, a little flumpy plush doll that a lot of people bought because they thought it was going to be worth a ton of money, but they didn't actually like. Nothing compared to buying something that you love that might happen to be going up in value or people are paying a lot for. I'm not buying them for value. I'm buying them because I love the movies. I love the shows. I love the cartoons. I love the characters. So, Funko Pops. I'm going to collect them. If the markets crash, awesome. I get to fill in my collection and get the other 10,000 made for $2 each. You know, if they're not Beanie Babies, but instead they're Pokemon, where they constantly have an interest for 20, 30 years, and occasionally they might burst into a lot of interest, who knows? Some of these might actually be worth a ton of money in 20 years. It's not determined by someone like me. I'm a middle-aged man. It's people like my son's age. He's going to be 7 this year. When he's in like 20 years, when he's 27, when he's ready to start paying money for some toys, if he's a toy collector, I mean, maybe he'll not be, but right now he loves it. He loves collecting with me. He loves the idea of collecting. So when he's 27, he loves Funko Pops now. I know a lot of people watching my channel are kids who collect Funko Pops. I meet a ton of kids that collect Funko Pops. The kids, when they grow up, those are the Funko Pops that will probably be worth money. Honestly, the Five Nights at Freddy's, the Cuphead, any of the stuff that, the Minecraft, any of the stuff that kids love right now will be the stuff that'll be worth a ton of money in the future. Probably all the Marvel stuff. I mean, Thanos, people love that movie. The Avengers movie is awesome. My son loves that movie. When he's 27, 30 years old, he might think, that's one of my favorite movies from a kid. Let me pay $100 for Thanos. I could totally see that. I don't think I see anyone thinking, I love the blue elephant plushie. Let me pay $100 for that. I don't think that's a thing that people get. So anyway, I get so many comments about Funko Pops being Beanie Babies lately that it's getting frustrating. I get it. Some people just don't like them. They think it's a fad. It's a fad that's been around for 6 years now, 6, 7 years, and it seems bigger now than ever to me, honestly. I mean, seeing the Pikachu sell 45,000 units, that's insane to me. But anyway, I really need to do our Funko Pops Beanie Baby video because there's a whole lot of things I need to talk about. And I just need a video that I can link to anyone who calls them Beanie Babies, just because I don't want to discuss it anymore. You think it's Beanie Babies? That's fine. I personally don't. But I'm going from, 42 years of pop culture love and 23 years of selling it professionally. And that's what my background's in pop culture and this kind of stuff. It's a completely different background than people that are making fun of it. So I'm just using my own insights of what I think about Funko Pops because I love them. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about is people wanting to sell to me. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed. I've had some people say, oh, if someone's trying to sell you and don't want to, let me know. No, I totally understand that, but I really want to try to buy as much as I can for everybody. I just need to find a system and now if you're in the New York City area and you can drop them off, that's cool. I buy almost every single collection from New York City because that's a lot easier for me. I don't have to worry about stuff getting damaged in the mail. And when stuff does get damaged in the mail, I have a lot of trolls that kind of attack me for complaining about damaged stuff. They're like, that guy gave you a good deal. You shouldn't complain, that kind of stuff. But if I buy it in person, I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to have to figure out a system of how people can send me collections maybe even before I pay for them or something, just so that I can pay for what I actually receive and not what I think I'm going to receive. But I'm not 100% sure because I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. And that's why I've been kind of avoiding buying from people that are not in the city, just because it's kind of hard. Okay, I talked about a lot today. Let me know in the comments below if you really, really enjoyed this kind of video where I just talk about what's on my mind with collecting and reacting to you guys, answering some questions, doing some shout outs, and just a conversation. I want to do more conversations between me and you. So if you want to ask any questions or if you enjoy this kind of video, just let me know in the comments below and we'll start a whole bunch of conversations, and maybe based on your comments, I'll have a whole nother video next week to talk about. Because this is kind of fun. It was kind of fun getting off my chest things I wanted to talk about. Woo! So again, I want to thank everyone who's left a comment, who's liked my videos, just watched my videos, watched my videos multiple times, have sent me emails, sent me letters, sent me nice messages, supported me on Patreon. I really appreciate that. Sold me collections, bought stuff from me, visited me in person. I really appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. If you want to help support my channel as well, I'll put a link to Patreon right there. If this is the first time watching my videos and you want to also be part of this team that helps grow my channel, click the open space to subscribe. Why not? I want to make more videos with you. And I'm going to link a couple of my favorite videos right here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.